I'm gonna be practicing my latte art and taking you along for the ride. So first things first, I put my 18 grams of whole beans inside the grinder. For today's latte, I am using a local roaster in the Orlando area. And this is a medium roast blend with notes of peanut butter, toffee, and it is a sweeter medium blend. And I just like to use local because the small batches create such a better taste for the coffee and it's so fresh. All right. That being said, let's get our beans grinded so we can move along. So I've been playing around with my Breville Barista Pro for a while. I got it in around December. And I found that the settings that are best for me is a grind size 4 for about 13.5 to 14 seconds. All right. Now that that's done, we're just gonna get ready to tamp our grinds. First things first, we're gonna sift through it, make sure there's no clumps. It's one of my favorite parts because of how satisfying it is. All right. Okay, just gonna. Now I will admit, through learning all about coffee and making the best latte, I found out just recently that when you tamp, you're supposed to tamp on the edge of the tamping mat and not in the circle. So, learn something new every day. So I'm just gonna level this out as much as I can and then firmly press until all the grounds are there. I'll take it off. And I am still a beginner, so I do accept advice. Or just words of encouragement, really. So my puck looks like this, and we are ready to brew it. I'll bring this a little closer now. I'm gonna go get my cup. For my lattes, I like to do the custom timer, so that way we can really figure out how much coffee we're getting in there. And I do go around 25 to 27 seconds. And I usually aim for it to start coming out around 8 or 9. Perfect. Okay. Our coffee is brewed. I'm gonna try and give you guys a look. Oops, almost spilled it there. Well, I spilled it a little bit. All right. While we put that aside, I'm gonna get our milk ready. I'm gonna turn it a little bit this way, so that way you guys can see better. first thing we're gonna do is flush out the wand. We wanna get all that water out before we get the milk in. And as soon as you start to see the steam, you're ready to go. So I am normally an almond milk drinker, but I found with higher fat content milks, it just steams way better and it's a lot easier to try and get a latte art out of it. Thankfully, this pourer has a measure line where I put the milk. And today we're not going to put any flavor in the latte just because we want to embrace the full body of the grind. All right. And here's something I'm still practicing, which is how to perfectly steam the milk. So, still learning process for me. Let me see if I can at least get you guys in there. And you want to steam the milk until it's hot to the touch. Okay. I'm going to put this over to the side now. You want to get all the air bubbles out of it as you can. Now I do find that this is a little difficult. I might push the camera a little bit further, just so that way you guys can get a better look. Okay. All right, hopefully that doesn't. Okay, so I'm gonna start in the middle and try and make like a nice base. And now I'm going to get closer into the cup. And I will go ahead and take it off so I can show you guys. As I said, I'm still a beginner, but I think this is pretty good. Enjoy.